Coming to you live from the One More I'm Out of Here studios. We are 2 out of 3 of the Wolfpack.
Yep. We got lots of room in here today. lots of room.
We are missing Dano. He
Show prepping.
He's got a radio show tonight, so Dan will not be with us. But Andrew, is a pleasure to have you back.
Pleasure to be back.
I'm glad you made it back safe from Michigan.
I am safe and sound. A lot of driving.
A lot of drive. You do. How many miles do you think you put on your vehicle?
My car right now has well, I can tell you who can answer that is my buddy up at Village Quick Lube, Kevin. And
Ackerman, right?
Yeah, Ackerman.
Ackerman.
And I mean, I came back in there each trip is 1,000 miles round trip. So I got 205,000 miles on my car. And it's still running strong.
Did you buy it new?
Newish. And then I don't buy anything new.
How long ago?
Oh, God. I've had that car for, I don't know, 10 years.
So 200,000 miles.
Yeah. I mean,
but a lot of highway miles, which
all highway miles.
makes a difference.
All highway miles at 83 miles an hour average. And anyway.
Driving like a bitch.
No, I like, hey, listen, you get up there at 75, okay? So you can do 85 easy. And in Ohio, you can do 77 without too much problem. So you really can, if you're in a 65. Oh no, I'm sorry, north of a Dayton, it jumps up to 70. So I park it on 77. What you really have to be you've got to be a class A asshole to give a guy a ticket for 77.
Right? No, I agree.
I mean, seriously,
it's called pace of play. It's just like your golf course, pace of play.
So anyway, I just I put a lot of miles on the car, but the main key I found, the main thing for just change the oil, man. Change your oil. Just change your motor oil, and your car should last you a really long time.
You're almost like Wilford Brimley. Check your sugar. Check it off.
Just
I got the diabetes.
Diabetes. Oh wait, I didn't do this. Hold on, did you do this?
No, I'm always already
hold
over.
on.
Ooh, that was a good one. That's what she said. That would rival a Dan Carroll.
That would rival a Dan Carroll. I wonder if Dan's watching the show.
No,
you sure he's not?
I don't even think he subscribes to his own show.
Dan, that's just not right.
And we're close. We're close to 500 subscribers.
Dano had. Let's break that 500 mark.
Yeah,
you too. If you're the 500th subscriber, we will do something for you. I don't know what it is, but.
And I'll actually be able to see who it is. So we would be able to do
subscribe
something.
now. So Dan,
we need 3. We need 3.
3? Come on. You've got 3 friends.
Shy.
Well, 513 probably doesn't have 3, right? But zing. The Dano had me on for like 30 minutes up on I guess it was Friday. Was it Friday? When did he sit in for Brian? No, Monday. Monday he sat in for Brian. Brian Thomas was feeling the effects of chemo. So, Dano called me up. I almost forgot. I was eating a donut downtown. I was like, my phone's ringing. I'm like, who the hell's calling me? And it was
you are so popular that you can forget appointments.
I forgot. You know how I am. I fly by the seat of my
pants. I know exactly how you are.
So, anyways, good week. I hope everyone. Did you have a nice Valentine's weekend?
Yeah, we did. Jill and I did a Keeper Than Therapy.
I saw that. I watched. I stopped in. I was going to make some snide remarks, but I did pull it up. I watched a bit.
I posted on Facebook, and Andrew was immediately the first one when I said, "Happy first married Valentine's Day. I love you." He immediately pops in the first comment, "Make me a pot pie."
Go make me a pot pie. Hey,
which
honeymoon's over.
She enjoyed.
The honeymoon's over. Get upstairs, make me a pot pie, and don't burn it this time.
But no, yeah, we had a great Valentine's Day. You are an angry elf all the time, so I'm sure you did not do anything. You probably made food. I mean, I know that. I could see that.
What did we do? Oh, we were out of town, so we went. We had a couple with us, and we went at the very last minute. Went to it's like going out to eat on Valentine's Day. It's hard,
fucking nightmare,
really hard. So we got into a place and sat at the bar and had a quick bite to eat. But honestly, I was tired snowmobiling all day. I was pretty tired. So
Oh, you got to tell your story real quick before we get into all these articles.
just a great trip. But I will say I saw.
He hasn't invited Dan and I for our team building
I have,
exercise.
but it's like 8 hours north of here, and we see each other, and then to ride 8 hours in a closed car with you two. I mean, Dan would be a problem. He's got
Dan would be the problem. I would.
Dan
not
would
be
have to. I mean, could you see Carol in a car? I mean, he barely makes a radio show without having to go to the bathroom. So I mean, Dan
bring him a big milk jug.
Yeah, that's right. But anyhow, I saw a lady that should be dead. To whomever we rendered aid to, it wasn't a big deal rendering the aid. She wasn't hurt, but I saw a woman on an uncontrolled snowmobile launch herself halfway across a 2-lane by accident. Great jump, best snowmobile jump I've ever seen in person by accident. But she launched her sled halfway across a 1-lane each way state highway, 65 miles an hour. Obviously not able to check the traffic. Landed halfway across the road.
Did not look left.
Didn't
right,
look left or right. And the sled took off. She was on it. Landed halfway across the road. Sled took off from there, plowed right through a snowbank, which then she finally fell off. And we rendered aid to her, and she was okay. But then I did you see? I think you commented. Did you see my ice fishing skills?
Ooh, I did.
Yes.
And you told me that you did not want to ice fish.
I did not want to go ice fishing.
We talked about this with Dan.
I know, but
I was actually shocked when I saw the pictures.
We got back a little bit early. It was 38 degrees, which up there is like spring. So it was 38 degrees and sunny. I mean, not a cloud in the sky. It was sunny. The sun was strong. So we just said, we saw some guys out there fishing on the lake in Shanties. We said, you know what, screw it. My buddy had the equipment. He had some, you know how long ice fishing is?
I was going to fuck with you, though, because
it's a small fish. But
everything that I see with ice fishing is, they got like the motor, like the,
that's for
whatever they're going, like,
whatever. Yes.
You had
the hand auger.
You had some poor fucking old dude augering. You're just sitting there taking pictures.
No. I was I took the photograph. He did one hole. I did the other hole.
I was like, oh, of course, Pappas ain't doing shit.
Do you know how thick that ice was? It was 12 inches thick, and that was a hand auger. Now, it went through pretty quick. It wasn't hard, but the fishing poles are they're like little kid poles. They're little perch poles. They're tiny.
Like the Mickey Mouse ones?
Yeah, and I've never done that before, but it was fun. I mean, everybody, hey, listen, I'm just telling you, if you have a chance to do it, try it. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I'd sit in a shanty all day.
You had never done it before?
I had not ice fished.
No
before.
Shit.
All right. So, but anyway,
I did see your little fish.
Yeah, it was
this big.
let me tell you, perch don't get big, but it's hard to catch. It was a little bitty hook with a little bitty maggot on there, and I caught 4 of them inside of like 5 minutes, and then I was like, I'm done.
You're like, I had fun.
Do you know what someone was doing?
Cool.
You know how crazy people are out there? You know what people were doing? So we're out there fishing, right? We're drilling holes in the ice. The ice was smooth, but there was like 4 inches of snow.
That scares the shit out of
me. No, it was thick. You could have driven a car out there, literally. 12 inches is thick. But anyway, this guy's jogging. This is a big bay. This guy's jogging in spandex, just jogging across the bay. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
you pull Anchorman like, no, hey, are you out for a yog?
I just was like, what are you doing? I mean, we're out here, fucking idiot. I mean, you have the whole road to jog on, and this idiot's out there freaking on the ice. But anyway, we had a good time. Like I said, hopefully it won't be the last. Went up to Mackinac, went under the bridge. We didn't go to the island.
The bridge. City. I should have pulled your
the bridge video was
I should have pulled that picture up.
That was cool. Good pick.
Ice all over the bottom of the Mackinac Bridge, and it was cool when you said that to us.
It was a giant piece of ice. That's why I was like, that's a big piece of ice. But anyway, it was a good time. And back now.
You came south. I'm heading north tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Heading to Detroit.
Detroit. For what?
A Warthog event.
Okay, well, I can give you right before we're done. I'll give you a place to go eat.
Perfect.
Because the Lebanese food up there is just they call it Lebanese, but the Middle Eastern food, obviously. Are you going by Dearborn or are you going north?
Yeah, we'll be by Dearborn.
Yeah, I'll give you a place to go eat. Yeah, it's a great place. You'll thank me later.
I was under the weather yesterday, so. Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it.
No, you should have good weather. I mean,
we're good.
So, hey, how do you
I didn't feel good.
I hope everybody is enjoying here in Cincinnati. It's 60. Dude, I'm driving through your neighborhood. People are standing out in the driveways drinking beer. It's 67 degrees out there. It's a beautiful day here.
It's no reason that
It's not going to last.
no reason that my upper respiratory and my allergies are just
Going ballistic.
Fucking full
No,
fucking
one day
Mach 3
it's
mode.
one day it's cold, the next day it's hot. I mean, whatever.
Yep.
Spring's almost here, so but hopefully we'll have a few more weeks of cold so I can get back up there and do some more.
So speaking of ice,
And
we're not
speaking of ice,
and we're not speaking of ice agents.
We're not. Oh, damn.
Oh, there'll be plenty of that.
Yeah,
but here we go. We've got
speaking of ice, yeah, I got you.
another mass shooting.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
terrible story.
Hockey rink mass shooter identified. Shared chilling post before the incident. So just take a gander for anybody that's watching visually on YouTube. I don't know if this guy went to a counselor. I would love to be able to read the notes. And I'm sure, obviously those will never come out.
No, HIPAA.
But this fucking thing, like when it
Is
popped
that
off.
let me ask you a question. Is that your guy? I mean, you're a trained professional. Is that a wig or did he grow his hair out?
I think he grew his hair out.
I think he grew his hair out.
To me, that looks like he grew his hair
It
out.
looked like he grew his hair out.
So 700 WLW, as Dan would
W.
say, the blowtorch.
The nation station.
But I grabbed this article from there. But obviously it's been out for a couple days, and we've been a little bit late. But
right,
transgender dad identified as a suspect in a mass shooting at a Rhode Island hockey game, threatened to go, in quotes, berserk 1 day prior to the incident, according to the New York Post. Robert Dorgan, also known as Roberta Esposito, which so
does it come up with the Esposito?
I don't know. Was identified as a shooter who killed himself after opening fire at the Pawtucket Ice Ring, where his son was playing on Monday. That was the 16th.
Wait, is Pawtucket where they do the groundhog?
No, that's Punxsutawney.
Oh, I know something P.
It's actually Gobbler's Knob.
Gobbler's Knob. Go gobble that knob.
But less than 1 week after another transgender gunman committed one of Canada's deadliest mass shootings, killing 9 and injuring 27 at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School. The shooting took place hours after Dorgan posted a response to actor Kevin Sorbo. You remember him?
That's Hercules.
Hercules, yes. An outspoken Republican sharing a photo of transgender Democratic Representative Sarah McBride, who's just a fucking clown.
Oh, clown.
And referring to her as a man on his ex account.
He is a man.
And in quotes, keep bashing us, but do not wonder why we go berserk, Dorgan wrote.
I actually am wondering why you go berserk, to be honest with you.
So bring this story up in the fact that isn't it telling that you remember, and I wished I would have taken a picture of it the other night. Jill and I were watching TV. I wish I had a screenshot of it.
Oh, all the shooters?
All of the shooters.
Yeah. There's a bunch. I think there's 6.
Yeah.
Last 6.
I mean, it went all the way back to like 2012.
Yeah, and it actually includes
Nashville was a big one.
Nashville was a big one. Now, just like those others, this story will disappear. Not going to do a whole lot on the story, right? If this was a Republican conservative MAGA guy, it would still be played 24/7. But the news has their agenda. The main thing I take out of all this is, this guy was transitioning or had transitioned. Like, I don't really know, but what I do know, he was under all of these drugs that they have to put you through to get this to take. And
I'm going to stop this one and grab this one.
The fact of the matter is that, this is yet another example of a mass shooter being perpetrated by someone that was either considering transitioning, in the process of transitioning. Let us not forget, you throw in some mental illness with this furry crap, because it turns out that the shooter for Trump, this attempted assassin of Trump, had some sort of furry infatuation. You also factor in that the guy, that Charlie Kirk's murderer, although he wasn't transitioning,
it was more political beliefs versus
but his boyfriend, I think, or girlfriend.
I
get really confused.
There was a transition there.
There was someone transitioning in that whole thing.
You are correct.
So, I mean, we have yet another example of either someone I don't even want to say. I don't even know what to do with those pictures.
I mean, look at this motherfucker.
I mean,
So,
look at this guy.
so like, and for the audio listeners, I just threw some more pictures up. But police identify Rhode Island shooter as 56-year-old Robert Dorgan. What hurts the most to me is the fact that he killed 2 of his kids.
Yeah.
His ex-wife.
Yeah.
And then offed himself.
Yeah. Should have
with a secondary weapon.
Should have started with himself.
Yes.
That would have shown.
But these pictures, like this guy is just a piece of fucking work.
This is not somebody that you would mistake. I mean, I don't know how many beers I don't drink. But I mean, this is not somebody.
How many beers would it take?
Would it take for you to mistake this guy as a chick? Because he's in tank tops, flexing his arms.
I don't know if those are real tits.
I don't want to know.
I don't know.
I didn't. You know what?
He's got. I mean, he's got a rack. He's got a rack on.
Well, I didn't look at that, and I don't want to look at that.
Well, I mean, I can see it right here.
I know, but not. Please turn it off.
Please turn it off.
The guy was. I mean, he kind of looks like. Who was that hairband in the 80s? It kind of looks like Quiet Riot.
Oh, Quiet Riot. Yeah.
He looks like a member of Quiet Riot with breasts. So, I mean, it's just it's another sad. Like, look, it's sad. It's very, very sad. But let's be fair. Let's call this what it is. It's mental illness. Now, am I saying that, in no way, shape, or form, am I saying that all transgender people are mentally ill? But what I'm saying is that apparently that there's been a really big rash lately, as Jason said, and there's memes that have all the shooters, and what they were, and just another example of somebody transitioning, filling their body. It's not that you're just wearing ladies' clothes if you're a dude going to a girl or vice versa. It's you've got a lot of chemicals that they got you on, pumping through your body, and we just don't know how that affects the human brain. And here's just another. I think that it might be time to reevaluate this and say, what are we doing here?
And to be clear, not making light of the fact of the people that died.
No,
at that hockey rink, because it's a tragedy. It's fucking terrible. But it's one sick motherfucker that. Granted, he took out most of his family,
sadly,
and then hurt some other people.
Yeah,
but like some of these other mass shooters are affecting
people outside of their family.
Yeah. I mean, the one up in Canada. I mean, there were 27 people that were affected, not necessarily killed, but they were affected.
And where's that story gone? Disappeared. Disappeared.
I mean, you can find it, but you got to look for it.
Well, but I mean, it's not in the news. And no, we'd rather discuss yet another episode of the news saying, and the latest on Savannah Guthrie's mother is nothing.
Correct.
She's still missing.
And that's a whole nother.
I mean, how many? Listen, no disrespect to Savannah Guthrie, her mother, her family, what they're going through. It's horrible. But my God, this 24/7 news coverage we have on the Guthrie thing is just enough to make me want to hurl.
Well, and the sheriff there is a fucking complete buffoon.
I'm not watching it because honestly, here's the deal.
I do watch it.
Bad things happen to everybody every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Yes, she was famous, so she has that notoriety going for her, but there's a lot of bad things going on in the world that I don't have to dwell on something that happened in, was it Mesa, Arizona? I don't even know where it was. Tucson, Arizona. I mean, that's a long way away from me, and I hope they solve it. I hope she ends.
I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that after this video because I'm gonna hit that because Joe and I were talking about something along those lines. But But here's where the trans shit is just so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that the volume's on.
Trans women also get periods.
Really?
Yes.
You get a period?
Yes. I get monthly cycles.
You get monthly cycles?
Yep.
So the lining of your uterine wall is falling apart. Draining. That's your uterine wall.
See, this is the fun part. Due to not having a uterus, the weird part is I still get the cramps, but I just don't get the.
Are you sure it's just not from Lupron messing with your body?
Oh, what?
Are you sure it's just not the Lupron messing with your body?
Oh, no, it's an actual.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I got the full on like emotional cycles and everything.
Yeah, but you're saying you have a period though.
I do. Yes.
But you don't have any blood leaving you. There's no thinning of the uterine lining, which is what a period is. And some of the results of a period are cramping.
Yes.
So you have similar symptoms to a period, but you don't have a period at all. You have no period because you're a man.
Fun fact: trans women also get periods.
Because you are a man.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
I mean, I've had some bad sushi that left
I cramp all the time.
that left, evidence, I might say. I don't think it was a full blown period.
Right.
And I've had some bad cramps. But
when I saw that, I laughed my fucking ass off. I'm like, are
another-
you kidding me?
Just another mentally ill person. man.
Again. Yes.
Mentally ill person that says, so I have periods. Yeah, I do. I do. You do. And the guy asked a great question, more knowledgeable than I am, because I'm like, yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about. But anyway,
you're
like-
lining.
like you got the hooks, remember Dan and I, you got the cups, you got the straps. I mean, when it comes to that stuff, but I mean, a dead leg, I once sharded from a cramp. Is that the same thing? Close. But I mean, at the end of the day,
But you don't identify as trans, so you're fine.
I mean,
you're
this
still
guy-
a dude.
And then they asked the guy, well, you had a period? Well, I had cramps. And that's the same thing. I get them every month. And the guy's like, no, it's not. But hey, listen, if this is more this problem in this world today. Who am I to call you crazy, right? Because we can't judge. Don't judge.
I
Can't
have a
judge.
period every fucking morning,
If you've eaten
right
too-
around 8 a.m. I have a period every morning.
Well, you have a period of nastiness.
Yes.
I don't know that we'd call it a full-blown
That's
menstrual cycle. However, I would
But
say,
I'm also not identifying as a woman.
I mean, it's just, I mean, this is ridiculous.
And when they stand up there and they're like, well, so I have a period, and they're like, they're coming at you like a typical fucking lefty.
leftist.
They're coming at you, and it's like you cannot speak fucking normalcy to these people.
No.
You cannot.
No, you can't. And that's why I love, and we don't have the video, but like Josh Hawley, if you saw the interrogation, we shared it on the show.
We played that. I didn't pull that one because we
No,
already
but it's
played it once.
related. Here he is asking a doctor that was called as a witness by the Democrats,
man
and
get
he's like, "Can a man get pregnant?" Well, I don't like these yes or no questions. What's the science? You're a doctor. Well, that's just kind of a gotcha question. I'm like, just what kind of? It's not that hard, folks.
You're using this as a political
Yeah,
tool. No, he was like, no,
you're
it's
a political tool.
It's based on fucking
How
facts.
about this? Can a man get pregnant? No. And you ask, and we have literally a freaking sitting Supreme Court justice that was sworn in, that was nominated and ratified by the Democrats. And they said, can you define a woman? Well, I'm not a biologist. She's a woman. So, I mean, this is what you get. Okay. This is what you get.
This actually worked out well because you brought up Holly, and I ironically have this video. It's
like
not
kismet.
It's not anything to do with the trans. It's just I think I like him. I don't know if you like him or not.
Who?
Holly.
Yeah, Josh, he's fine.
I think the way he handled that fucking doctor was amazing.
He was very, very measured.
But here he is going up against a cadet in a push-up contest, which I think is pretty cool.
Right angle. Yeah, let's go. Yep. All right. On your marks. Get set. Push.
He's in the depths of
4, 5,
Capitol.
6, 7,
Yeah, and he goes on
8,
In a hallway,
saw
in a
that.
suit,
Yeah.
going against a West Point
West
cadet.
Point.
Lock in,
Cadet.
14, 15.
He's holding his own
Next
pretty
career
good.
on the line right now. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47,
Wow.
48,
Way to go, guys.
49,
Come on.
50,
Great form,
51,
too.
52, 53.
And he just beat the cadet. He kept going. The cadet had to stop and slow down, and he just kept going the same pace,
Yeah, no, he did great.
which I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Meanwhile, going to a meeting, I would be sweating my fucking balls off.
Oh, you'd have thrown up already.
I'd have thrown up. I'd be like, all right, I got to go back to my office, take a shower, get a new suit.
Change my underwear.
But no, I thought that was pretty cool, though. Like
No,
the fact that they engage.
I'm glad that you had that pulled up, because not only is that show that, number one, for the most part, our side is a little more, I would call it maybe physically fit or mentally fit for sure.
Mentally fit.
You know,
not
what does
physically.
what does that do for the cadets? I mean, what a great way to show your support for the cadets and the military. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it was funny. You rolled right into that.
But
That
it
was
ties
perfect.
into exactly what you're talking about, mental illness. But you know, Democrats now, you know, where are they? So you know, when we the beginning of the year, it was Epstein this, Epstein that, right? Remember we even had one of our miscreants. What about the Epstein files? Remember, what about the Epstein files? What about the Epstein files? Well, hey, listen, let me ask you a question. We got some stories coming up. Speaking of the Epstein files, you notice how Democrats have kind of backed off the Epstein. You haven't heard much about Epstein, have you?
No, not at all.
Especially when Donald Trump, and it was revealed and remembered. I shouldn't say revealed. I should say remembered. But in the documents, you know, Trump was the one saying, hey, after he kicked out, you know, once he learned, had because Epstein, let's be fair, Epstein was not always known as a dirtbag because he was very influential and knew a lot of powerful people.
Yeah, he became a dirtbag later.
Well, he was a dirtbag.
He was
just
still a
wasn't
dirtbag.
known. Wasn't
Right.
known. He was
Correct,
once a dirtbag, always a dirtbag.
Correct.
But it's still a major story, but not in your world. Oh, yeah, really? Okay, well, we're gonna just get ready, buckle up. But I mean, so Trump releases, or in the files or in the things, there's a deal saying Trump's, after he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago, which he did, that's documented.
Which we got one.
But you know, he says, hey, he calls or he notifies the FBI. I'm glad you guys are on top of this Epstein. He's a bad dude. That came out in the dump.
Called the West Palm Beach sheriff and said, hey, you got to keep an eye on this guy.
Right. Does that make your, you know, where's your comment on that? I'd like to ask, where's your acknowledgement on that? I think even CNN, if I'm not mistaken, even CNN had to admit that, oh, we kind of dropped the ball on this one. But, you know, it's okay. I get it. It's not your marching orders of the day, but we got a couple of stories we'd like to share.
Yeah, let's go this one first. We'll go here first. Which is amazing because when, Trump's been on Epstein's plane. Trump's
Not to the island. Let's be specific.
Yeah, correct.
Not to the island, but I believe from New York to Florida, where Epstein had a place.
Never
Trump
went to
was
the island.
Never went to the island.
But
And-
everybody grabs it as, oh my God, he was on this fucking Pitmobile.
Right. And before it was known that Epstein, or revealed, or that he knew that Epstein was a dirtbag, which he kicked out of Mar-a-Lago. Let's say that again.
Yep.
But, you know, so yeah, guess who else might have been on? Who else was on it? Jason, let me ask you, who else was on the Epstein plane?
Show you who was on it. And who backtracks like a motherfucker because her name's in the fucking list.
Name is in the files. Yes. And what does it say? It says Whoopi needs a plane to get to Monaco. John Lennon's charity, it should say Julian Lennon's charity, is paying for it. Yeah.
So in other words, anybody can be on this list.
Well, this is my point, because I'm telling you, when I tell you people are trying to
Mark that.
turn me into, I wasn't his girlfriend. I wasn't his
You were too
friend.
old for him.
I was not only too old, but it was at a time, you know, where this is just not. You used to have facts before you said stuff.
But Trump,
Isn't that
My
so
name-
fucking weird?
Isn't that weird? Her saying
Yeah.
that. You used to, especially on this show.
Isn't that so weird that
You used to have to have facts before you said stuff.
and oh yeah, I was on the list. I was scheduled to be there, and then you saw how she was.
wasn't on the. She wasn't. Let's be fair. It doesn't say she was on the plane, but it said that it was discussed that she might have been able to get or needed a ride.
But I'm saying she was on the list. She's
Correct.
on the Epstein list.
She's named in the.
And that's what
Epstein-
everybody's worried about is the list.
She's named in the Epstein files. Her name does appear on the list. Now, I don't know, and I don't want to know what Whoopi Goldberg, her sexuality is. Honestly, I try not to think about it.
Lesbo.
I don't know.
No, she is.
Is she a lesbian?
Yeah, she is.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she is.
But you know, again, par for the course. Probably, I would assume that you know.
As soon as
I don't know what she does in the bedroom, and Epstein's kind of was a freak. So I mean, Lord knows where it could go from there.
it could have went 18 ways to Sunday, as you said earlier.
Could have done.
But and not to cut you off, but
no, you're
as soon as
Oh, as soon as her name, yeah.
Trump's name's on the list.
Right.
And everybody fucking goes crazy. Those dumb bitches at The View, there's fat fucking pigs, went fucking crazy.
Oh, they had show after show, but when
But
their
now
name,
all of a sudden, now
when their
she
name's
says,
on it, what did they say? Well, we can't say something without.
Well, I was
the
just
facts.
getting a connecting flight through, but why are you getting a flight to go to Julian Lennon's charity event through Jeffrey Epstein? You're a fucking multi-millionaire. Why are you not booking your own fucking shit?
I will tell you,
That's one question.
Well, number one, that way you don't have to fly coach or probably.
Dude, that bitch has so much money she could fucking
I would
charter her own jet.
I would think that she could, but
I don't understand it.
planes are pretty expensive.
But all of a sudden now these fat pigs in the fucking View and
don't make a story until we know the facts. What is their whole show? Right. What is The View
Thank you.
built on?
Thank you so
other
much.
than mentioning rumor and innuendo and not having the facts and just a bunch of, to be fair, liberal women. I mean, it's not a sexist comment. A bunch of, if they're all women on that show. Is there a guy on that show that I don't know about? No. It's a bunch of liberal women speculating on how conservatives suck, and we're going to just say everything about conservatives suck. Tell me about CNN. Well, there's a CNN story here, as well that we wanted to share.
Where that would go now? Right here. And this comes. I'm going to give credit
Props.
where credit is due.
Props.
Joe-Billy 007 sent this to me specifically for Cincy.
Oh, this is going to hurt him.
Out with a new report describing the fallout between President Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. The journal reports that the spa worker from Mar-a-Lago often made house calls to Jeffrey Epstein's home 2 miles away. But those house calls, quote, came to a halt in 2003 after an 18-year-old beautician returned to the club from a house call to Epstein and reported to managers that he had pressured her for sex. The HR manager faxed Trump a letter suggesting that the club ban Epstein, and Trump agreed, which does mirror the president's own public comments about why he cut ties with Epstein.
Wait, so you mean that the story that we've told you over and over and over and over again is actually true? That when Trump found out that Epstein was a total creep, he cut him out of his life and banned him from his properties? He actually did something to protect women, while at the same time, countless Democrats in Epstein's life kept a close relationship with him despite knowing that he was a creep. Despite knowing that he was victimizing young women and minors. They were the ones that Jeffrey Epstein liked. They were the ones texting him, having dinner with him, visiting him, asking him for campaign funds and dating advice. Trump found out he was a creep and cut him off. Democrats knew he was a creep and brought him in closer. All this continues to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt is that the Democrat Party and people who speak on behalf of them, like the media and influencers like Harry Sisson and Josh Green and Dean Withers, do not care about the victim. They don't care about the crimes that were actually committed. They don't care about the people that actually targeted women and children. It's solely about getting Trump.
Breaking news.
Can't argue with that. And let me add something else that came out afterwards. Trump, as Jason referenced earlier, called the police there in Palm Beach and said, hey, you might want to keep an eye on this guy. He's a real dirtbag. And that's documented. That's in the release that was. Now, is there still more information to come out? Yeah, absolutely. A ton more information to come out. But at the end of the day, Trump's version of events is documented and backed up here. What Trump said all along was, when I found out what kind of guy he was, I cut him out of my club and I banned him from my club and I cut ties with him. That's a fact. And I just haven't heard, the left parroting that at all, other than, obviously a clip on CNN, which had to be painful. I guess 513 didn't watch that episode. I guess his VCR glitched that day or whatever. But and I'll say this. Do I like the job that Pam Bondi has done with this? Absolutely not. And Falk's right. Pam Bondi, she teased it months ago at the beginning and said, oh, we're going to release it. She had some influencers there at the White, so not media, but social media influencers, gave them a binder that really had nothing in it, and then kind of said, well, that's it. Well, obviously it wasn't it. from what I've heard, and let me just say this, I see the comments. I think she is covering up. I do think they are trying very, very hard. There are a lot, and I've seen a lot of names coming out, as you have, but there's so many. Apparently, there were so many people, very powerful people, famous people. I don't really give two shits. I think they all should be, as Jason and I,
on both sides of the aisle.
On both sides, on every side of the aisle. The deep state, like that term or not, the deep state is so deathly afraid of being outed as the dirtbags that they are, that every amount of pressure that they can bring to try to no lie, I'm not on the list. Thank you. But I is Dan wait, you didn't put Dan on that. Dan's not on the list either, so let's be clear. But at the end of the day, I think that's the reason that you're seeing this, mass redactions, that they're trying to protect people in power. And whether and I'm not saying they did anything per se guilty, I'm not assigning guilt here, but they don't even want to be it's guilt by association, so they don't want to be even associated with this. So,
well, I think there's so many there are so many people involved,
so many across. The one guy that you're probably going to see disappear, right, is Bill Gates. I mean, that guy. I mean, they talked about his pee-pee. I mean, they gave like explicit. That guy's got problems, and I
saw the picture of the correspondence.
I mean, I saw that, and it was, and Bill Gates probably won't be able to show his face, and nor, to be fair,
but he doesn't have to. He's a fucking billionaire.
He probably doesn't have to, but nor should he. Really, nor should he. He should be kind of shunned. I mean, the guy was a sicko. I have seen. Let me be a little further clear. I have seen some very sick. First of all, the child, all the sexual stuff is really gross and should be prosecuted. Jason and I agree with that. But I've seen some other references to them hunting people on his island. I don't know if you've seen that, but I've seen emails.
You remember the movie with Ice-T, Surviving the Game? Rucker Hauer and Ice-T.
I don't remember that.
So Ice-T's a homeless dude or drug addict. What I can't remember exactly, but Rucker Hauer is like this bigwig, and they get Ice-T to like convince him to, hey, let's go camping, and then they let him loose, and then they go hunt him. It's the same shit.
So I've seen
it's fucked up.
I've seen some emails that reference hunts, which and people have come forward and said, I think he has a ranch. He bought someone's ranch. Is it in New Mexico? It's a big ranch somewhere. Sure. Epstein had one, and they said there's bodies buried there. I mean, this is really creepy, satanic, sick stuff that should be investigated, should be prosecuted, no matter who committed, no matter what side of any aisle. And you factor in the child abuse, sexual abuse, trafficking on top of that. Look, man, let's take care of this. Let's take them down, And Pam Bondi, I'll be fair. Pam, there he is, 78. Thank you. New Mexico. I thought New Mexico. Big ranch, 7,800 acres. That's a spread.
And I think it's something that we can agree with Cincy. On in the fact that everybody that's on the list needs to be hit.
Well, everybody that's
guilty of something.
Guilty of something. You can't say on the list because obviously Whoopi's going to say, I was on the list and I just looked for a ride. Trump is on the list. I don't know that, but if you say everybody, and that's probably why they're doing it. But I will say that I do agree that probably it appears to me that Pam Bondi has definitely botched this one. And she's done some things good, but this Epstein thing that was essential to the Trump. Let me say something else that I haven't seen Cincy comment on. This Epstein stuff is dated. They've had this list.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden had this list for 4 years of his administration.
Yep.
Did absolutely nothing with it. Sat on it, buried it, didn't do anything with it. Trump runs on the thing of making this list public and exposing it. And I think has done, a large effort in doing that. Now, you can say he hasn't done enough, blah, blah, blah. I don't think you can argue that he's done exponentially more than Joe Biden ever did in his 4 years. of being president and being in the position to do something.
Right.
Yet all I see is people like 513 and other Democrats saying, see, Trump's not doing enough. He said he was going to run on it. He said he was going to do it. Yet I never hear them. I never have heard them square the fact that their guy, and I'm going to say it, their guy was in power for 4 years and did nothing. And yet they don't hold him accountable for any of that. They don't give Trump credit for saying, you know what? I don't think he's done enough, but he's doing something and he's trying to release the list. He's trying to get this information out there. He's been much more transparent than the guy that was in the office for 4 years before him who did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bupkis. So, I mean, can we agree on that or can we not agree on that? Yes, Pam Bondi has done a bad job on this. She started off doing poorly on this issue, especially with the release.
And a lot of us, and I'm not speaking for you, but a lot of us,
and we've been critical
when Pam Bondi got put in that position.
Well,
I was like, oh, I don't know if that's the one.
And I don't know who I would.
But it happens in every administration.
Every administration, not every. I will say this. I will say across the board, and this is going to dovetail into what our next segment.
She doesn't take shit.
Well, she doesn't take shit. She doesn't take shit from senators. We saw that. But above the board, what we're going to talk about is above the board, the people that Donald Trump has put in positions of power by exponential measure are way more qualified, way more effective, way more professional than any Democrat that has been in those positions. And I'm speaking specifically of Marco Rubio, RFKJ, any number of people that Trump has in positions. Tom Homan, who was in the did work for Democrats.
Yes,
but I mean, we have people that are not only qualified, but they're highly qualified. And for example, could you imagine what, let's say now one of the Democrat darling children that, the poster child of the Democrat Party, AOC, for example, let's just hear, for example, AOC being asked, she goes over to Munich, which is the new early primary vetting area for politicians or Democrats now, maybe, but definitely liberal Democrats. And AOC goes over there. And they ask her a really, really tough question on the United States defending Taiwan. I just want you to listen to this answer.
And should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
I think that this is such a, I think that this is a, this is, of course, a very long-standing policy of the United States. And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point. And we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
What a fucking
now, I mean, that's when you're asked a question and you're like, oh shit, I've got no idea. I've got absolutely no idea.
And this is who between Gavin Newsom, AOC, who's leading the polls right now.
I think Kamala Harris is still in first.
And
I think Kamala Harris is actually still in first.
But I think I've heard
it's AOC. It's Kamala Harris. It's AOC. It's Gavin Newsom.
Can you imagine
Pete Buttigieg?
Can you imagine an AOC Kamala?
Oh my God!
Fucking ticket.
Oh
I'm
God.
Like, please and thank you.
Well,
yes,
that would be your roughage allotment for the year because the word salads that would be coming out of those two mouths would be epic. And that wasn't her only.
I mean, not bad coming from a bartender.
That wasn't her only fuck up.
Hey, I'm sorry your bill's messed up. I don't know how to work the POS system and I can't figure it out. I'm sorry. Here. Hey, I'll just cover it. Go ahead.
Well, I think we have more. I think we have more of her, don't we?
Oh, we got this one. Where's it at?
Not only did she
not that one yet. Not that one.
No, this one's a good one. This is a good one. Now they asked her yet another question.
I don't want to pull the
geopolitical question about Maduro. Now she pronounces. She's really good at pronouncing Spanish names or Hispanic names correctly.
No,
but
we look at what happened in Venezuela, for example. It is not a. It is not a remark on who
Maduro was as a leader. He canceled elections. He was an anti-democratic leader. That doesn't mean that we can kidnap a head of state and engage in acts of war just because the nation is below the equator.
Okay, well, there we have the little picture.
So for the audio listeners, there was a map.
There's a map of
Venezuela showing that Venezuela is above the equator.
Above the toilet. The toilet goes the right way. Because I've been below the equator, and the toilet does actually. It fascinated me. The toilet does go the opposite way.
Does it really?
You didn't know that?
I've heard it.
No,
I've never been below the equator.
It actually captured my attention.
That's amazing.
I thought it was incredible.
But then you have this fucking clown.
They go the other way.
This fucking clown.
Yeah, no, that was yet another example. And one other thing that she said, and we don't have the clip on it. She said that something along the lines that Mexico brought horses, or Mexico's origin were the first cowboys, or something along those lines, and not acknowledging the fact that Jason, you might remember this. Who actually brought horses to the New World? They were not here before. This is one we learned. I don't know if they still learn this in grade school. 513 may not know this.
I'm going to call it the Spanish.
The Spaniards. Remember, the Spaniards were the ones that brought horses to the New World.
I did see that.
And she didn't know that answer either. But,
we have Mexicans.
The Mexicans did.
The Mexicans brought the horses.
But, she makes a mean drink. That's all I can tell you. She makes a mean drink.
Maybe not. I mean, maybe that's why she got into politics. She was a shady bartender.
What was her? I mean, I'm throwing this out there. So, what was her? I mean, other than being a bartender, I don't even think she clerked for anybody. I don't know how she got the gig where she ran for the primary and won. I know she had her little dancing video in her Boston University shirt on top of some sort of rooftop over there that was in one of her ads, but I don't think that RFK is clearly. Listen, buddy. I mean, look, I don't want to. Listen, I
had to put it up.
I will tell you this. That is 100% bullshit. No, it's not 100% bullshit. RFKJ, you might not like that. I might remind you that he's a Democrat. Is blind to reality. So he is. RFKJ is a Democrat. So if I was a blind partisan hack, I would not. Oh yeah, who owned Mexico? She was crediting the Mexicans. Don't parse words. Speaking of blind partisan hacks, but let me say this: if I was a blind partisan hack, as you've alluded to many times, which is your go-to, would I be a fan of RFKJ or not? Because he's a Democrat. I'll wait. I'm waiting. The answer to that question would be no, because I'd be like, you know what? Trump likes him. I think RFK, as far as in the role he is in, and let us be fair, the person that you were following before FKJ was in this position was Rachel Levine, that was a man dressed as a woman, and you thought that he was a great guy. RFK, what makes him qualified? I'll tell you what makes him qualified. He knows more about nutrition than you'll know in your lifetime. And you can start now. RFK has done the research. RFK lives his life. He is the research. He lives his life. He is. You see the shape that guy's in? Because he practices what he preaches. And I don't have a boy crush on him, but I'm like, the man knows a lot about health. He knows a lot about nutrition. He is the perfect person to be in that position. With the work he's doing by removing a lot of these banned substances that are banned in Europe but not banned here, with artificial colors and dyes.
The coloring,
that are carcinogenic. That studies have shown that they're carcinogenic. I mean, that's why do you think he does that? Is he shorting the stock like maybe a Nancy Pelosi would do, hoping that the stock price? No, the guy is putting the people's health first, and he's doing what he thinks and what his research. I mean, he's a you're completely off the deep end. Okay, whatever. Do your research, okay, and come back to me or come back to the show and say, I want you to just do a little bit of research on the education that RFK Jr. has had and his work with nutrition over the years.
If you find something different, then either A, shoot me a text because you got my
number,
number,
the measles outbreaks
or email
going? Well, I think you could probably tie some of the measles outbreaks to the fact that yeah, there's a lot of resistance because of the COVID scam.
Yeah, how about the COVID fucking bullshit?
How about the COVID scam that people are like, you know what? I'm not going to get a vaccine. Now, do I agree with his position on all that? That's how I know you're a moron. I've done my research. You put the I'm not going to bemoan you, buddy.
Yeah,
but if you're going to say you're on any way, shape, or form, any planet compared to, and I'm not the one saying I'm as smart as him, but you are. So I've done my research. I know. Okay.
It's amazing.
I watched the show. But I'll say this. RFK, Rubio has been an outstanding Secretary of State. Do you want to comment on that? I mean, Trump has put people in positions that I think that now you can bemoan Pam Bondi. And I don't know. We probably have a show on.
You're not going to bat 1,000.
No,
you're not going to bat 1,000, and no president has.
I mean, how many people you think might have been asked and said, you know what, I really don't want the job? So you got to find someone that's qualified, someone that's willing to go through the gauntlet of shit that you have to go through, like congressional hearings. And we saw how Pam Bondi handled that one. She was clearly pissed off, and much to her chagrin, because she caught shit for it. But being in the public eye for a lot of people is not something you want to do. So I'll go. Where are you getting your information?
I love it.
Just do your research.
Send me an email. One more, and I'm out of here at gmail.com.
I mean, do your research. You can
send me what you have. Send me the links.
You're bemoaning the guy. I mean, why would you be against? I'll ask you this very simple question. We'll just take one thing that he's done that affects probably your health and people that getting these dangerous food dyes out of the U.S. system. Why are they banned in Europe, but they're not banned here? Why are we allowing that? So I mean, we'll give you some sources. Do your own homework, pal. I'm not here for you to, if I'm going to say, go here, I know how your playbook works. Go read this. Oh, why do you go to that source? I don't like the blah, 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 blah. They're a conservative source. Do your own homework. You got the internet. It's called the interweb. Look it up. Pay your bill. Hopefully you go to McDonald's, sniff off their Wi-Fi, and do your own research. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and play footsies with you. RFK, my opinion, will go down as one of the most influential and transformative secretaries of health that we've ever had, ever.
I agree.
Ever. And the man cares. He's not doing it. Now, I will say this: some of his positions, and I'm going to be fair, some of his positions concern me on vaccines, because he's not a proponent. Doesn't seem to be. Now he has explain some of that, and I would say that I would be concerned about the measles outbreaks by people not getting vaccinated. I've got the measles scar. I mean, I don't know, do they still do those? But I would say that another thing that might be prompting some of the rise in measles could be unfettered immigration into this country. We've had some diseases pop up that were eradicated that
hadn't been around for years.
Now all of a sudden they pop up. So I mean, there's a part of that. We have groups of people that are some religious sects that are against vaccinations, and we've had big outbreaks of measles in that population. So listen, I'm not going to say that he's perfect, but I'm saying he's trying. I'm not the one. That's not how I operate. Then don't operate. I don't care. You're not here to please me. Trust me. I could care less what you do. Honestly, less.
We're going to take a quick break for our buddy Murphy Engraving. Get our advertiser in here right quick.
Hi, everyone. Dan Carroll here. Time to tell you about a great new sponsor for the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. It's Murphy Engraving. Murphy Engraving is the place to go for your business, industrial, and personal engraving needs. Take a look at the Murphy Engraving page on Facebook, and you're going to see all kinds of unique items that really seem to take on a life of their own because they've been customized with an image, a name, or a logo, and all of it just really beautifully done. The acrylic sports awards that light up are especially creative and very cool. The customized bottles of bourbon, those are my personal favorite. And wait till you see what they can do with items that are made out of wood. The next time you want to recognize someone special or you're looking for that one-of-a-kind gift, you'll be glad you checked out Murphy Engraving. And a bonus, you're supporting a local family-owned business run by brothers Brian and Kevin, who is a lifetime firefighter and Air Force vet. At Murphy Engraving, they turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, and at Murphy Engraving, we are American-made.
American. Just I'll say this to Cincy, you can go. There's this thing called Google, And I don't know if you've tried it. But anyway, Google. I mean, first of all, the guy, just a really quick deal. I mean, the guy, the reason that he's so knowledgeable because his background is in environmental law. And in environmental law, you study things that are in the environment that are bad for you and their effects on you. So as far as RFK, I don't know where you went to school. He went to Harvard, which is a pretty tough school. I mean, like it or not, liberal. Went to University of Virginia Law School, postgraduate, has a master's degree in environmental law, 1987. Went to the London School of Economics, blah, 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 faculty, Pace University School of Law. I mean, on and on and on. And he's been doing this stuff. He's been living this world. He's been fighting this fight. Now, I'm not saying he's perfect by any stretch, like I said earlier, but for you to just sit there and say he's an idiot and la da 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 da, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Look at measles. You find one thing you don't like. Oh, look at measles. Okay. I think overall, yet I didn't hear you. I'm sure that before this, in the last administration, the guy that was in his position, a dude thinking he's a chick wearing a dress, you had probably no problem with, right? What did he do in the position he was in? How did he make your food supply safer? How did he try to make your health better? What did he do in his position? He made a couple of videos that tried to make it normal, where you looked at it and you're like, isn't that a dude in a women's dress? And you're like, yeah, don't look at that. He's really qualified. Okay. I'm not angry. I'm just, he's angry. I mean, I'm just saying,
I'm replying.
You look at that and then you coming over when 4 years you were just silent. You were damn near mute. And then now you're like, oh, he's a bad guy. I'm not going to tolerate that. And if I was the partisan hack that you just casually throw out there every time, because he's a Democrat and he is a Democrat, because he's way to the left of me on a lot of issues, you would think I'd be just naturally against the guy, wouldn't you? Well, you're wrong. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean,
that's it. Done engaging.
He definitely has a resume that I'm with him.
It's an impressive.
I'm with you.
It's impressive.
And we're allowed to have different thoughts.
Yeah.
The difference is when you start to be a fucking dick.
Yeah, it's okay. I can handle his dick.
Well, I know you can. I just don't necessarily know that I want to.
Well, but it's a little one, so it's okay.
But on a lighter note, favorite segment.
Here we go. Let's play. Guess the story.
We've got another teacher who got pregnant by a student. She was finally sentenced. A former English teacher at Wall Township High School in New Jersey was sentenced to 10 years in prison after pleading guilty to essaying. And I'll do it that way. That way we don't get hit.
To second degree what? No, I mean, I don't know what that means. You'll tell me later.
Yeah, you got to play the game on the YouTubes.
I don't know.
She was fucking 2 male students.
2?
But if you use certain words, fucking's fine. But if you use certain words, fine. Then you get fucked.
Multiple years. Ugh.
Yeah. Julie
37.
Rizzatello, 37, entered her guilty plea last year to 2 counts of second degree fucking. The case involved 2 victims and spanned multiple years, with the incidents occurring at her home, in parking lots, and at a family-owned bagel shop where the students worked. Oh, shit. I didn't read that part. I forgot.
Give me a bagel.
I need an everything bagel with cream cheese, and I'm going to give you some cream cheese. The first victim was a high school freshman when the explicit relationship began in 2017. And then she allegedly groomed him by discussing fantasies.
She was in early 30s.
Before engaging in repeated explicit acts in 2017 and 18. During sentencing, it was revealed that the relationship resulted in a pregnancy.
Yeah.
After an encounter
How'd that happen?
On the victim's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you, sir.
Happy birthday. You are not the father.
You are the father.
Well, not anymore.
Now.
You're not the father. What was that?
She was informed that she informed him that she had terminated the pregnancy, which broke the teen's heart. The second victim, an 18-year-old student, had an explicit relationship with Rizzatello lasting several months into 24. They never cease to amaze me, Andrew. This is my favorite. This is my favorite segment.
This is your jam. I will say that this is your jam.
And I think it's fucking stupid that it's my jam, but it's there. It's always there.
It's just this is abuse. I mean, I'm gonna call it what it is now. You know, and let's be fair. I mean, we'll differ on this. Some people will be like, well, you know, they're just boys being boys. She's abusing a minor.
Oh no, it's abuse.
She's abusing a minor, and you know what? These people. You know, I just am constant.
But I think these fucking assholes need to be fucking put out. Even though some of them, I only pull the hot ones up.
Yeah, you do.
I only pull.
They're not. Wait, let's be fair. Most of the times, these women should not have trouble meeting men.
You recognize I don't pull the men.
But there's
going against girls.
Yeah, but that's just it. Most of the stories seem to be. That we see on the internet, most of the stories, I would say probably 80% are usually females abusing younger male
which
students.
Is fucking
Isn't that
crazy.
Weird?
It's fucking crazy.
You would expect the opposite to be true, wouldn't you?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I grabbed this as a segment way back in the day when we first started this.
Well, you were also like,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're also like, she's hot, so I'm gonna put her picture.
Well, yeah, we'll put her picture up. But we'll perp walk her.
Yeah, and she's gonna have to
on this
register
little teeny tiny podcast, but I'll perp walk that bitch.
She's gonna be a sexual predator. She won't be able to teach, and she shouldn't be around kids. And maybe she get the mental help she probably needs.
So, Cincy, if you're still in, hopefully you're still in the chats. I have Andrew's exercise regimen.
Oh, you fucker!
I have Pappas's exercise regimen.
Just a fucker
here for you. Just to give a little bit of levity, because you're being mean and it's just not appropriate. For the audio listeners, it's a UPS driver getting chased by wild fucking turkeys. He's delivering to multiple houses and has to go back to the truck and run to these different houses, and he's tricking the turkeys.
I'll be honest with you, turkeys can be kind of pissy.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to fuck with one. So he would go in the passenger side and then run out the driver's side and then make it another delivery. And then he's running right back to his truck.
These turkeys are like, that's my cardio.
You look great.
You look great. That turkey's not catching me today.
Then we also got.
I've been chased by chickens.
Oh, yeah.
The chickens are not pleasant.
No, roosters are fucking mean as shit.
Roosters are not happy people.
And then we also have, you didn't know, but Andrew Pappas was skiing for the Greeks during the Olympics. I've got
Speaking
this.
of that, I want to check the update.
I've got this video.
Now it's the Frenchman, Yannick Bertrand. Through the S-turn. Yannick Bertrand.
Watch this. Listen. Gotta listen.
Oh, the gate to the groin for Yannick Bertrand, and you could hear it.
Right in the twig and berries.
Now it's the Frenchman, Yannick Bertrand.
Keep playing that for us to the announcers.
Through the S-turn. Yannick Bertrand.
The fucking screen. So this
gate
downhill
to the
skier,
groin
this
for
slalom
Yannick
skier.
Bertrand, and you could hear it.
Make the gate.
And if you're a man, you could feel it. Wow! Watch this again. Oh,
catches a gate right in the fucking dick.
Oh,
catches the pole right where you don't want to catch it.
Wow, the boys took a beating on that one.
And just quits. He's like,
That
oh,
guy
fuck
needs
it,
a
I'm
hug.
out. I'm out. I'm done.
Those are the moments that change your life if you're a man.
I'm not a huge Olympic guy.
I wanted to see really quickly. Well, I was watching before I came over here. The U.S. men's were playing to get into the qualifiers, and I'm just checking the score.
Which
hockey?
Oh, hockey, yeah,
hockey. One of the listen. I got to be honest with you. Have you been watching
hockey and curling? Have been the
the
two
Canadians. The Canadians. Let me tell you something. The Canadians are a bunch of cheaters in curling. That's
Oh.
what they're like. The Canadian curling, which is like the most mellow sport ever.
Joe and I played it where the dude gives it a little
Double
extra
touch, gives a little extra touch there. And so,
but
that's
apparently the Canadians aren't the only ones.
Well,
the English did it.
The U.S. won a 2-1 overtime victory today against Sweden. So we go on to the quarterfinals.
So we get the Canadians.
We
right?
will play the Canadian. Well, eventually they won. I don't know if it's in the next round or when it is.
Oh shit!
We play the Canadians. I think the U.S. women will play the Canadian women tomorrow for the gold. And I've been watching bits and pieces, but I gotta be honest with you. I can't handle some of these sports. I mean, they're just. I just, say it's some sort of synchronized speed skating that they had 3 skaters skating at one time. And I just didn't understand it. I didn't follow
hockey
it.
and curling have been the main two that I've been watching.
Skiing, I'm watching a little bit. Bobsledding, we won a U.S. woman won the gold in bobsled.
We made
monosled,
and we talked about it. Jill and I talked about it. We made Zoe watch Cool Runnings. She had never seen it. She was like, "This movie's stupid."
Yeah.
And then we're like, "Oh, hey, guess what? Right behind that, we're watching the movie The Miracle."
Oh yeah, great flick.
And yeah, she wanted nothing to do with it. I love that movie though. I love both of them. To be honest with you. Hey, before we get out of here, I did find, Pappas found Dan Carroll going undercover.
Dan Carroll. So we're roasting Dan that he's not here.
Dan Carroll went undercover, and you guys will be amazed.
He saw it all. Jamal, tell us what happened.
Okay, I ain't see shit. I was just stroking my shit on that bench over there and heard a loud bang. Fucked up my whole rhythm.
Jamal here says he saw it all. Jamal, tell us what happened.
Okay, I ain't see shit. I was just stroking my shit on that bench over there and heard a loud bang.
Maybe he was painting. Maybe he was. That's why
you sent that to me and him, and I fucking laughed my ass off.
You have to be prepared for when you're a professional media person for the unexpected. And I think that was fairly unexpected. Jamal did see everything. He just was busy.
He was just stroking his shit over there.
Yeah.
And somebody fucked it up. Fucked up his whole rhythm.
His whole rhythm was askew. We might be coming back when?
It'll be sometime next week. I will be out of town till Sunday, and then I work Monday. So hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Hopefully.
Cool. Yeah, well, I'll be around. I should be.
So,
and
everybody, we appreciate you guys.
Work around Dano.
Yeah, we'll figure it scheduled out. I'll get it hammered down, and then we'll put it on Instagram. Let you guys know. But we appreciate you, and thank you for tuning in. And Cincy,
I
hope you sleep tight.
Try decaf.